There you go.
Ah, don't cut me. Dominio. Mistakes have been made. I want to save you. No! Oh, hey. I had to get away from Megan. She's on a diet. She can't know about this. Don't worry about it. Okay, so welcome to Savory Stories. I am your chef, the Eclectic Wolf, and today we have a special episode. It is Harry Potter's birthday, so we're going to make his birthday cake from Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or if you're in the UK or Europe or wherever else it is, it's the Philosopher's Stone. So Hagrid has just burst in to drag Harry Potter to Hogwarts, and he says,
"Got something for you. Afraid I might have sat on it at some point, but I imagine it'll taste fine just the same."
From an inside pocket of his black overcoat, he pulled a slightly squashed box. Harry opened it with trembling fingers. Inside was a large, sticky chocolate cake with "Happy Birthday, Harry" written on it in green icing.
Thank you.
We're going to make a version from the book. If you remember from the movie, there's like pink icing on it, but that's not described in the book. If you haven't, for some reason, heard of Harry Potter, it is about a magical boy whose parents died from a bad person, and he doesn't know his magic, and then he finds out he's magic, and he goes to a school, and bad things happen, and then he wins. Yay. On to the cake. Okay, well, I'm kind of tired today, so I just went to the store, and I bought some cake mix that we're going to use. Expelliarmus! If you use that, this channel starts going downhill. You'll thank me later. Okay, well, I guess I'm not gonna use cake mix. So we're just gonna make it from scratch. So get your bowl ready. There's cake in it. We'll put in 2 cups of sugar. You'll want a cup and 3/4 of flour. It's a chocolate cake, so we need to get some cocoa powder. Put in 3/4 cup of that. 1.5 teaspoon of baking soda. 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder. Excuse you. And another 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Then we'll need to mix in 2 eggs, one at a time. Now you just need to mix it. Where did I put my spoon? Oh, it's in my pocket. No, that's not it. Nope, that's a tooth. Philosopher's Stone? Nope. Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. Now we just need to mix this all together so that egg just disappears. Crack 1 more in. Now, generally chicken eggs work pretty good for this, but you can also use dragon eggs if you have those lying around. Those add quite a nice texture to the mix. Hey. Excuse you, Khajiit. What are you doing? Stop it. You're ruining my robes. We'll need 1 cup of milk, a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. The next thing we need is vanilla, but I seem to have forgotten to buy it at the store, so I'm just gonna summon some. Axio vanilla. Okay, there we go. Okay, and we need 2 teaspoons of that. Okay, and the final thing we need to put in this before we mix it is a cup of boiling water, but I don't feel like making it, so I'm just gonna summon some. Here we go. Aguamente. And we can just pour this right in here, and we'll just mix it all together into our cake batter. Now you want to make sure this is nice and mixed and not lumpy, because who wants a lumpy cake? No. Yeah. Don't make me call the Death Eaters on you. Now, once you've mixed this completely all the way through and it's nice and smooth, get a 8-inch pan. If you want to know what I'm doing here, you can go and watch the City of Bastards episode and figure out how to perfectly oil pans so that your things don't stick. Pour in our cake batter, about half of it though, not all of it. Pretty good chocolate. Put this into the oven. It's been preheated at 350 degrees. Don't burn my robes. And now we'll just let it cook for 35 minutes or until you put a toothpick in the center of it and it comes out clean. So see you in a minute. All right, and our cake is done, so we can take it out of the oven. There's our beautiful layer of cake. So now we need to let this cool for about 10 minutes and we're back. So now it is time to try to get it out of this pan as safely as possible. Flip it over as safely as possible. Yay, it came out. There we go. Look at that, that looks great. That turned out really good. Okay, so we have a bit of a problem. This is supposed to be 4 layers of cake, and we only have 1 that we're able to cut in half, so we need to duplicate it. Instead of going and making a new one, I'm just gonna cast a duplication spell. Chiminio! Okay, well, there we go. We have a second one. So now we need to take these cakes and we need to cut them in half like they're burger buns. No, it's gonna break. It's gonna break. I'm scared. They're gonna rip in pieces. It don't have to be perfect. I think you should know by now. I don't do anything perfect here. Okay, not terrible. Could have gone better, but we got 2 layers now. Oh, ripping. Oh, geez. Okay, so if you're gonna do this, I would let them cool down a bit more than I have, just so that when you cut it, they don't completely break apart. So the next thing that we need to make is the chocolate frosting that we're gonna put in between all of the layers. So first of all, we need some cocoa powder to make that frosting chocolatey, and we need a 1.5 cups of this. Now we need that ton powdered sugar. We need 5 cups of it. And we just need to mix this all together, get that chocolate in there. I'm getting it everywhere. Okay, now that we have that all mixed and messy everywhere, we need to get some butter. About 1.5 sticks. You want it soft, and then you want to get a mixer out because nobody wants to fluff this by hand. And if you do, who hurt you? Muggle tools are so nifty. So now that the butter's nice and mixed up, we'll want to put 1/3 of our chocolate sugar mix in there. We also want to put in 1/3 cup of milk and then mix it up. Add in another 1/3 cup of milk, mix it up again. That is starting to look like some pretty good frosting actually. Okay, so now we want to put in the rest of our sugar and mix that together. And finally, before this is fully done, we'll want to put in a teaspoon of vanilla and mix that in. And here we are. We have our chocolate frosting, and now to taste it. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so creamy. All right, now that we have our frosting, we can actually go ahead and start frosting all those layers and stacking them together. Let's take one of those layers, got our first base layer, and we'll just take a good glob, dump it on there. And you get one of those spinning, spreading table things. Okay, so now that is completely spread on, so we want to take the next layer, plop it on top, just like that. And now we'll want to take some more frosting, plop it on, and spread it all over. Now remember, if it doesn't look great, it's okay, because we're just being true to the book. Because remember, Hagrid made it pretty messy, and he wasn't exactly the most coordinated person. It's still hot. It's still hot. Okay, oh my goodness, I'm scared. Oh jeez. Eat the extra pieces, because nobody needs to know that they're missing. You know what, we're gonna pick that one up later. Put that on top. Oh, it's ripping, no! That's okay, we can glue it together. We have frosting glue. Shove that in the cracks, it'll hold it together, I think. Okay, this is working. Stick, please. Now we can actually layer it again. Plop that down there. Plop. It's a weird shape, but you know what? We don't judge people by their shape and size here. Now for the scary part. See if I can do it without it breaking. Oh no. Oh, I don't like it. Ooh. It is so broken. I don't know if I can do it. It's gonna break apart. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. It's breaking apart, but that's okay. Take some of that chocolate and shove it in the crack. Stick, please. It's all falling. It's all unhappy. No! Stop! Stop destroying. It isn't your time. More glue. Don't laugh at my pain. I can save you, I believe. No, 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 it's dying. Harry, I have failed you. That is some sad looking birthday cake. That's a lot of damage. Oh no, the entire side. Honey, no. No, stop. I want to save you. No! Harry Potter, I'm sorry. I just wanted to celebrate your birthday.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Mistakes have been made. How do I save this? You know what? It's pretty clean underneath that destroyed top part, so I'm gonna dig off the top part, and we're just gonna go with a 3-layer cake. Oh sure, that piece is stuck. Oh no, I tore into the third one. God, no! The third one is ripping! Oh, I'm so sad. No. I tried to save it, and even the third piece is completely destroyed. This is okay. Hagrid sat on the cake and apologized in the book. So we're just gonna put the lettering on and it'll just be like in the book where he sat on the cake, but it didn't matter because Harry loved it anyway. It's okay if you fail. You have an entire thing of frosting to eat by itself. Let's see if I can use some of our chocolate frosting to at least cover up the failed portions. We got plenty left. Boom, 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 Dr. Josh. Okay, it's still kind of falling apart, but you know, it's looking more like a normal cake. Okay, so we're gonna finish this. So we needed some more butter, 3 tablespoons, 1/6 of a cup of milk, and half a teaspoon of vanilla. Now we'll want to mix it all together. Add the green food coloring so that we can put the letters on the cake. So add in about 3 drops and we'll see where that gets us. That's kind of minty, so we're gonna put in some more. Okay, so that's a pretty good green color. I put in quite a few drops to get there. You don't have to put in as much, whatever you feel like. One neat trick that you can do in order to get something to squeeze like with very fine-tuned detail is take a plastic baggie, scoop all the frosting in there, close the baggie just a little bit such that we can kind of squeeze the air out, get it into a corner, close it up, get some scissors and cut a tiny, tiny corner out of that baggie. Now, one thing that I thought was kind of funny about the movie is that they made it Hagrid out to be dumber than he actually is, and they had him misspell "Happy Birthday, Harry" on the cake. Hagrid's not that dumb. He's a pretty smart guy. So we're gonna follow the book and actually spell it correctly. Oh no, I put a P instead of no. I obviously can't spell Harry. Oh my God. I can fix it, I swear. Harry will never know. And here we are. We have our cake, and it even looks like it's been sit on. There we go. That's not too bad. It might have completely fallen apart, but you know what? I think it actually looks pretty close to what it would have looked like in the book, and even pretty close to what it is in the movie. Okay, well, I think that we've got something ready to taste test here, and I think it's gonna taste pretty good. So let's get... Hey, I see you skulking over there. I will let you have a taste of it while you're on your diet, but you can't be in your cat form. Chocolate is not good for cats, so you're gonna need to transform back before I let you do it. Well, you're not supposed to slam your head on the table coming up. Like, watch where you're transforming, jeez.
It's hard to see where things are when I'm transforming, jeez. You have to put me under the table?
Well, I mean... Come on, man. Well, I think you're pretty short, so we should probably switch.
Yeah, give me that shoe. I like how you made it look like it was sat on. That's very good for authenticity.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely intended for that to happen. Okay, cool. So, does it at least look like it tastes good? Do you think Harry would be happy with this?
I think Harry would appreciate it, especially 11-year-old Harry, who never got cakes. What, are we gonna cut this with magic now, or?
No, I got something even better.
Better than magic?
Yeah. I was walking home after buying the ingredients and I just happened to find this giant sword. Oh hey, it's Godric Gryffindor's sword. Great, we can use this to cut the cake. Would you like the honors?
Hell yes. Don't have enough space here.
Careful, it's sharp.
Your face is sharp. Your cake is falling apart everywhere.
That's intended.
Is it? There you go.
Ah, don't cut me.
This is not working.
You know what? Let's eat it like Dudley does in the movie. I think that's more intended. Whoa, kinky over here.
So you're gonna bite right into it?
Yeah. No, we need to eat with our fingers.
Well, I'm gonna put the sword back here. Ow!
Oh, it's so sugary.
Oh, that was good, but oh my God, that's too sweet.
Oh my God, there's way too much frosting.
Nauseatingly sweet. Falling apart!
Yep.
Are you sure you made it look like it was falling apart on purpose?
Yeah,
my piece is falling apart in my hand.
Definitely.
So moist though. I like moist cake, but like,
Have some.
no. It tastes different than box chocolate cake. Like you can taste that it has like real cocoa powder.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like it tastes a lot more fancy than something you just buy at the store.
Yeah, like there's more of a cocoa taste to it, and it's a little less sweet in the cake part, but the frosting makes up for that. It makes it overly sweet.
Yeah, I put way too much on.
You're just trying to hide your mistakes.
I think it's kind of a success, kind of a failure. Good enough. It's edible. It's the thought that matters.
I think Harry would have appreciated it. I, on the other hand, like my cakes a little more put together.
How dare you? So that was it for this episode of Savory Stories. It turned out kind of okay. Feel free to make it at home. Let me know down in the comments if you managed to make it better than me, or if I did something wrong, or leave a comment about something that you want to see made in the future. We take your suggestions very seriously. If you enjoyed my attempt to make this, leave us a like. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. If you have subscribed, ring that little bell. And see you guys in the next episode.